Whoa, and we are back again, folks. I know. I'm telling you, I've got to roll out with all the hits while I can. You never know when the powers are going to go back out again. Hopefully not. I think we lived through that. But, folks, like I said, this event is full of amazing people. And none other than, look who I get to sit down with. This
How you
is,
doing, everybody?
you remember Frank? He came to our show about a month ago,
Yeah,
month
about
and a
about
half
a month
ago.
and a half ago. Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
Frank is a former corrections officer talking about all of his experiences in the prison system. You know, you hear about the stories, but to hear it firsthand from a gentleman that is. So, Frank, how you doing? What
Good.
brings you to Toledo, Ohio, and the MidWest Parafest?
Actually, was here to meet you and Mike. That's what we came.
Absolutely.
When we were on the show and you guys were coming in, I made the decision to come down for the day. It's a 5-hour drive, so I figured, it's not too bad. It's a decent day. Take a ride and see how it's like. And
Absolutely.
it's a nice little Paracon, a nice little Parafest. I like it. The speakers are really cool. I got to see Andrea Perron again. I haven't seen her in a while, but I got to see her.
Always amazing lady. I love
Absolutely.
that lady.
She's fantastic.
She is absolutely, and I mean, to be around Andrea she's so full of energy.
Yes.
And so positive.
Yep.
I mean, for everybody who knows Andrea's backstory, I'll tell you, for somebody who's as positive as Andrea, I'll tell you, she is just a shining light, that lady.
Oh, she's beautiful.
You know,
I love talking to her.
It's great to finally meet you in person.
Absolutely.
I'm glad you came down here and met. Oh, sorry, Michael John's not here. Michael John's on one of those crazy adventures that Michael John.
That's all right. We'll hook up with him later on. A little texting, little messaging.
Absolutely. We'll figure it all out. We'll hunt him down. You know, it's a universe. You know, he can't hide forever.
No.
But
the beasts will find him.
So, Frank, what have you been up to since we talked last? Like, I know you and Mr. Tim Shaw's been doing some ghost hunting together.
Yeah, we do some ghost hunting. We did a paranormal cooking show the other day.
I was watching that. I'm like,
we work that show out of Paranormal Oddities, the venue. It's called. It's right around from our house. A good friend of ours, Joe Pieri, owns and runs the place. Puts on a great venue. He does small little things like this, like book signings and stuff. He's had Dustin Perry in there, and he's had Brian Cano doing their book signings and stuff. So it's a cool little place for all of us to come in and meet and do different things. He puts on these events for us, and it's just amazing. We come in and we do cooking, and we started it during COVID. And the first show was just him and I, and then him and Tim did it. And he's done it with different people, and he reaches out to different people to do different things to, whether it's the paranormal community or the historical type stuff, he puts them out there so they can put their message out there as to different things. So it's really, really cool.
You know, and I
have
think
a really good time.
That is like such a cool concept, like ghosts and food. You know,
what can be better?
I know after an investigation, I'm starving. So
we were just discussing that on the way up.
You know, so this is actually really creative, and I mean, it's a great show. If you haven't seen the show, I'm sure you can find it on YouTube.
It'll be on, if you go to Paranormal Oddities, the venue, it'll be reposted there. Yep.
Okay.
I'm not sure if he has it on YouTube, but it will be on that one there.
So yeah, there you go. Check out the show. Like I said, very unique concept. And I mean, these guys are always amazing.
It's a lot of fun. We're going to be back on again in a few months. We were issued another challenge, so now it's going to be, instead of the 2 groups, there's going to be 3 groups of us sitting there cooking. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
There you go. Who gets to eat all this delicious food after you guys do?
The audience. We have a live audience.
You can be there in the audience.
You can be there in the audience,
dude. Yeah. I'm buying a ticket because I'm showing up. I'm like, I've got to be there
to have a good time. Yeah,
I got to be there to try some of this food after.
We have a great time.
So, talk about your last investigation you were on.
So, actually, the last investigation we were on was a public investigation that myself and Heather, who owns Western Block, we put them on, and we had an investigation just last week. Just last week. We have another one coming up this weekend, but 2 weeks ago we had one, and we have a door that will open and close on command, and sometimes it does, and sometimes it doesn't. You know how it goes, but for whatever reason, this day, it was doing it on its own without us even, we didn't say anything. We were just kind of standing there, and all of a sudden it would just slam shut, open itself back up again. And we're just in awe of it. It's a lot. It's so much fun. We were doing the 11 o'clock tour because our tours are 7 p.m., 9 p.m., and 11 p.m., about an hour and a half long. And again, it's just to give you a taste of what goes on and a little bit of history, a little bit of ghost hunting. Right. I had gone down to one of the ends of the halls, And for me, I'd never had this experience before. It was like walking into like a sound booth is all I can say. It was completely black. I could hear no voices, could hear nothing coming. It was just like walking into a void. And it was just, the energy was just amazing. And Heather came down and she couldn't see me. And when I turned around, I see this figure. And for the first time in a long time, I get startled. And when I get startled, the figure starts to move and I can hear Heather laughing because I got startled. So whatever was in between the two of us wasn't allowing me to hear anything that was going on. So that was a pretty cool experience.
Wow. To get this guy startled, like I said, Michael John has now deemed this guy the paranormal beast. I mean, this gentleman, like I said, I don't think there'd be anything to scare this guy. And if something startled him, it had to be good, folks. So, Frank, so these public hunts, can people buy tickets to go to them?
Yep. You can go to paraniagara.com, and they're right there. They're $35 a person. Again, they're about an hour and a half show, about an hour and a half long. You come. It's from 7 to 9, 9 to 11, 11 to 1. You get about 15, 20 minutes of an introduction with some history and stuff, the stuff we did, and then we go out and give you a little sample of different sections of the Western Block, and then in the end we're done. We do that, and we also do, for $25 a family, we also do a kids ghost hunt in the afternoon from 2 to 4 on Saturdays while we do it. And the kids love it. They get the whole place amped up. They ask so many good questions. They ask questions that some of the adults wouldn't even like. We're walking around the one day because we're right across from the Erie Canal. The one kid asked if, were you an orphan? As an orphan, did you work on the Erie Canal? And he got a response. He got a hit response on the K2 and a response off the spirit box. So wow. I didn't even think to ask that type of question, but it was great. The kids love it. They get a chance to see. We put all the equipment out for them. We explain what it does. They get a chance to pick a piece of equipment to take with us to do the ghost hunt, so they get to carry their own little piece of equipment, and we get to use it in each different room, and they love it. They have an absolute blast. And at the end, we give them a junior ghost hunting certificate. They're junior ghost hunters. So
see, folks, even the kids want to be involved in the paranormal world. You know what? It's not. And the good thing about that, it's education.
Correct.
It's like these kids are being educated by people that are passionate like yourself in the paranormal world, showing them, hey, it's not as scary. It's not like you see on TV. You know what? What happens on TV? It's all glorified. Nothing to be afraid of.
Right.
And if you teach them young, it makes them more knowledgeable. So yeah, that's a great program.
So
glad you guys are doing stuff like that. Yep. So folks, check this gentleman out on the next cooking show.
Absolutely.
Name that website again.
It's on Facebook. It is the Paranormal Oddities. The venue is what it's called.
Okay.
So you can check it out there. You can also check out my page, Buffalo Phantom Hunters. Buffalo Phantom Hunters. And you can check out paraniagara.com, and all our information for our public ghost hunts and stuff is right at paraniagara.com.
There you have it, folks. Another amazing person that is in the building. Frank drove 5 hours just to see this. So I'll tell you again, folks.
Just to meet Dale. Mike, you're next.
Oh, Mike, you're in trouble, buddy. The paranormal beast is coming after you, brother. That's it. But in the meantime, folks, and in between time, I'm going to go find another guest to bring on this show. But, folks, stay tuned. We got lots more coming your way.
Have a good day.